Jefferson Marion Regional Airport.
Automated weather observation 1124 Zulu. Wind calm.
Traffic,
Visibility 8. Sky conditions clear. Temperature 18 Celsius. Dew point 15 Celsius. Altimeter 3000.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the Midlife Pilot page. We're here in 3852 Lima at Fairmont Airport, ready for our first solo in 9 months. We're heading to Clarksburg. We're going to knock out some landings.
Warrior 41622 is crossing runway 23.
We're going to knock out some landings today, and I have a very, very special announcement to make to you once we get airborne here and on our way to Clarksburg, so stay tuned for that. Fairmont traffic, Skyhawk 3852 Lima, taking runway 23, going to be a straight out departure to the south, Fairmont traffic. All right, landing light comes on, mixture to go. Approach end looks clear. I don't see anybody on the downwind.
And Fairmont 622 is clear of the active.
Nobody is on the downwind. Nobody's on approach. The departure end of the runway looks clear. Lights are on. Flaps are up. Go ahead and kick this around. Treat this like a short field. Alright, so time. Let's start our timer, flight timer. Transponder, DG aligns. On the brakes. Go ahead and apply full takeoff power. We're making great power. Let's get off the brakes and right rudder. Airspeed's alive. 50. There's 60. She wants to fly already. Pull off. Climb out at 65 to 70. Until we clear all the obstacles, and then we'll accelerate to VY. Trim for it to help us on the way.
And Fairmont traffic, Warrior 41622 is departing 23 to the south, direct Clarksburg, Fairmont.
Warrior 52 Lima, we're also direct Clarksburg.
Affirmative, I got you in sight.
Alright, we can start to accelerate here. Climbing up to 2,500 feet. Beautiful morning. Engine looks good. All indications are good. Alright, well, welcome back to the channel. I'm really glad you could come along today for this solo flight, my first one in a long time. As we head down the home stretch here to our private pilot certificate, we're also closing in on 1,000 YouTube subscribers, which is amazing. So if you haven't done so yet and you've been enjoying these videos, a couple things I'd like you to do. If you don't mind, click the subscribe button. It would really help us get to 1,000 subscribers, and some things open up for us at 1,000. The other thing that I really wanted to announce today that is super important to me is the started a Patreon page at patreon.com/midlifepilot. We're going to have a ton of content up there, including early access to flight videos, exclusive content. In fact, there's already an exclusive video of the setup that I use for audio video for these flights. I really encourage you to check it out. We'll talk about it more later towards the end of this video. And Clarksburg traffic, Skyhawk 385 Lima, now 2 mile final, runway 21 Clarksburg. Alright, mixture's rich, gas is on both. Let's get slowed down here. Side the white arc, first notch of flaps.
And Clarksburg traffic, Warrior for 1622 is 1.5 miles to the west. We'll be crossing over midfield at 2,500 feet to enter a left downwind 21, Clarksburg.
Second notch of flaps. All right, let's start pitching for airspeed, powering for altitude. Third notch flaps. Pitch for 70.
And Clarksburg traffic, Warrior 41622 is crossing midfield.
Power's out. Should have been out a long time ago. Hold it off, hold it off. Holding, keep. Buttery, smooth. Carb heat's in, flaps go up. Right rudder. Full power.
Clarksburg traffic, Warrior 41622, left downwind 21, Clarksburg.
Clarksburg traffic, Sky 352 Lima on the go, runway 21. I'll make a left downwind for another touch and go, 5 Lima. There, I see the Warrior touchdown there. Off our left. All right, let's go ahead and get ready to get configured here. It's going to be carb heat, mixture, power is desired, carb heat is required. All right, we're going to bring in carb heat, bring the power back to 1700 RPM or so. We're inside the white arc. Our first notch will come in and we'll get that descent started already. Now, one thing Tyler and I worked on the last lesson was flying a tighter pattern, staying within distance of the runway so we could make it at all times during the thing. So I'm going to attempt to fly a slightly tighter pattern. Clarksburg traffic, Sky 3852 Lima now turning left base, runway 21, Clarksburg. All right, so we'll work.
Clarksburg traffic, Warrior 41622 is clear of 21 at Echo, taxiing to V1.
All right, there's our base leg. Keep the nose down, next notch flaps. We need to be around 80 here. We're high, so we'll pull out a little power. Final looks clear, carb heat's in, mixture, engine looks good. We're high, so let's get Clarksburg traffic, Sky 385 Lima turning final, runway 21, Clarksburg. All right, let's get set up here. A little trim to help us on this. We're high, let's start pitching. Third notch flaps can help us with this. Pull the power out, just glide it in here. Pitching for that 70. Is 75. Little touch power now. All right, that's looking much better. And then we just glide it in. Power's out over the numbers, and we start to round out. Eyes down the runway. Perfect, Chris. Beautiful. Well done. Flaps come up. We'll give a try here for the short field landing. Short field. All right, we are abeam the touchdown point. So let's get set up. Carb heat in. Power comes back to 17. Inside the white arc, first notch, and we begin a descent. All right, descent's coming. Ready to turn our base here. Clarksburg traffic, Skyhawk 3852 Lima, left base, 21 Clarksburg. All right, let's get this base turn established. Keep the descent coming. Next notch, get down to 80. And Clarksburg traffic, Skyhawk 3852 Lima, turning final, 21 Clarksburg. Third notch. Oh good, this is going to set up perfect. We're high. So we'll get a couple swipes of nose up trim here. And we'll go ahead and pull the power all the way out. And let's go ahead and put in flaps 40. All right, there's flaps 40. Wow, this thing, I mean, it just about stops in the air. That's amazing. A little slow, so we need to keep that nose down. All right, we should have come a little closer. All right, power's coming out. Yeah, man, they're just like giant speed brakes. I took that power out, and those things just, it's amazing. Clarksburg traffic, 3852 Lima, turning left base, 21 Clarksburg. Got nose down. .20 degrees flaps. Could be 80 here on base. Clarksburg traffic, 3852 Lima, turning final, 21 Clarksburg. All right. So weird to call Clarksburg traffic instead of tower. So there, we're high, which is what we wanted. So we're going to stay this way. We have 20 degrees of flaps in now, so if we were high like this, and we needed to lose some altitude, in fact, let's just stay high for a second. And we needed to lose some altitude. We could obviously just push the nose over, but we could also slip. And then recapture here. Flaps 30. 70. Power's out. Don't look at this airspeed again. Just try to keep it on the center line. Pretty close to the center line. Flaps up. Carpeet in. Couple swipes of nose up. 5,000 feet remaining on the center line, and full power. Right rudder. 60 rotate.
Time is now 12000. Clarksburg Tower determining class Gulf airspace, class Delta airspace now in effect. Altimeter 3001, run information Tango is now current, runway 21 in use.
Good morning, Clarksburg Tower, Skyhawk 3852 Lima on the departure leg, runway 21, closed traffic for the option.
November 3852 Lima, Clarksburg Tower, wind comp, make straight in runway 21. Runway 21, clear for the option.
Clear for the option, runway 21, 3852 Lima.
And 3852 Lima, ident.
Ident 52 Lima.
November 52 Lima, confirming making left close traffic.
Left close traffic confirmed, 3852 Lima. All right, here we go.
November 3852 Lima, runway 21, clear for the option.
Clear for the option, runway 21, 3852 Lima. All right. So we've got the runway made for sure, so we'll go ahead and bring the power out. Third notch flaps can come in. Start pitching for 70. 70, 75. There's 75. Just a little crack just to get us over the hump here. All right. Start pitching. Pretty high still. Pitch, 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 pitch. Pitch. We're gonna float it, just a little crack of power in there. A little long. We're gonna start leveling off.
November 3852 Lima, wind calm, runway 21, clear for the option.
Clear for the option, runway 21, 3852 Lima. All right, I see the Warrior departing. We are safely in a downwind. Engine instruments look good. I've been doing these checklists but by memory check items, but I would say descent, mixture, adjust, power as desired, carb heat as required, and then before landing, seatbelts, fuel selector, mixtures rich, carb heat, airspeed, flaps. These are all, these are very memory flow items for me on this checklist. All right, we are now abeam. So carb heat will come in, power will come back. We are inside the white arc now, so we'll drop in one notch of flaps, tip the nose slightly forward, let it down, start our descent and keep us at about 90 miles per hour or so here on the downwind portion. Believe it or not, I'm turning base already. Let's try to do this better, keeping it get our descent coming and make a nice, not be high on final every single time, like drastically high. All right, I see the runway. This is actually looking much better. Kick a little right rudder to bring us down the turn. All right, next notch flaps, 20 degrees. Keep the nose over, keep the power back. We should start slowing to 80 miles an hour or so. Approach end looks clear. Kick this left-hand turn on the final. Oh, this is looking great. Looking great, everybody. Start pitching for, actually we can go ahead with 30 degrees here.
Warrior 41622, there appears to be no traffic between you and Fairmont Airport. Change to advisory, frequency approved. See you later.
Thanks for the traffic advisory. See you later.
Let's get that power out because we're high still. Power can just stay out now. Start rounding out. Keep your eyes down the runway now at this point, the rest of the way. Pitch, pitch, pitch. Oh, not that much pitch. Keep right over the center line. Greaser. Final looks clear to me. Bring a little power out, just a skosh. We're a little fast, a little high, a little more power out, maybe 1500 on downwind or so. Let's just keep the nose down.
Windcom.
Beautiful. Probably the best one yet, maybe. All right, flaps coming up, carpeet's in. Up, 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 up. A little trim up. Get over on center line. Full power. 5,000 feet of runway remaining. There's 60. Pull it off. Climb out. And tower 3852 Lima, I'd like to make a right downwind towards Fairmont at this time, if we could.
November 3852 Lima, roger. Right downwind departure approved.
All right, right downwind departure for 3852 Lima, thanks. All right, we are knocked out 7 landings here. We'll have 8 landings.
3852 Lima request.
Say again for 52 Lima?
3852 Lima request. Can you switch over to my ATIS and make sure that it's broadcasting?
Yeah, stand by 1.
Hartsburg Tower, information Tango, 11530.
And tower, I have information Tango on ATIS for 52 Lima.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. Alrighty, let's let us make a right downwind departure here towards Fairmont, and we'll talk about some of the exciting things that I've been wanting to tell you about since we've been in the airplane. I'm going to actually refer to my notes. So if you haven't already, please take just a minute and click the subscribe button on the YouTube channel. We are very, very near 1,000 subscribers, and I would love to get to that point prior to my private check ride coming up. It helps me a lot to have those subscriber counts. So if there's any way you could do that, it'd be much appreciated. Also, just launched, and I'm super excited about this, is the Patreon page. I'll put a link to it in the description of this video, but it's patreon.com/midlifepilot. And on that page, for becoming a patron, we're going to have lots of different perks available, including early access to all of the content that I produce for the main YouTube channel, some custom content, including the first piece that's already up there, which is a video tour of the audio-video setup that I use for recording these flight videos. So that's available now at patreon.com/midlifepilot. Also, for different tiers, there'll be some opportunities for online Google Hangout meetings once a month. There's some vinyl Midlife Pilot decals and t-shirts available at different levels. Anyway, the Patreon page is just a great place to go to get some additional content that I'm going to be producing, some early access to content, and also to help support the production of the videos. You know, it is quite a time-intensive and resource-intensive thing to have the equipment and the time to produce these. So I would really appreciate any help that you could give just by subscribing to the YouTube channel and by considering becoming a patron. over at patreon.com/midlifepilot. And I appreciate it very much. Fairmont traffic 3852 Lima turning final. Final, runway 23 Fairmont. Keep that nose down, we're fast. Fast and high, which is better than the alternative. So we'll go ahead and pull the power out for one. Start pitching. We've pretty much got the field here, so let's go ahead and drop into third notch flaps. Just a touch fast, but we're okay. We pitch and we hold it off, and we look up the runway and we hold it off and we hold it off, and we touch down and we bounce, of course, because we had a little extra energy. Just keep holding it off. And we go ahead and get on the brakes a little. Don't want to wear them out, but I'd like to get off this taxiway if I could. All right, let's get across the hold short bar. Fairmont traffic, Skyhawk 3852 Lima, clear runway 523, Fairmont traffic. All right, let's come over here. That was our 9th landing. Wow, great job. Thanks for riding along today. It's great to be back to flying. I hope you enjoyed the video. Remember to like the video, subscribe to the YouTube page, consider becoming a patron on our Patreon page at patreon.com/midlifepilot, and we'll talk to you all again real soon.